Hello everyone, it is Republic Studs, and today we are going to be talking about the LEGO Star Wars Mandalorian Starfighter and how to improve it or make it better. Now, this is obviously one of the most popular sets of the entire year, and for a good reason. It is based off of the Clone Wars, and better yet, it is based off of the Clone Wars Season 7, coming with two exclusive figures, that one has been anticipated for a very long time, and another happens to be really cool looking, and then we also get another cool one too. And yeah, other than that, it's just a fantastic set, and I really love it, especially this Bo-Katan's fighter. I mean, this is just an all-around great set, but there are a lot of problems with it. And in today's video, I want to show you guys how to customize and improve it. I'm going to be using some customized parts. I'm going to be using some other stuff. I'll be leaving links to everything in the description. Mainly, the main links we use are from Firestar Toys, where you can get pretty much all the custom parts. So huge thank you to them. Use code FSRStuds10 for 10% off. It'll help me out a ton too, because I get some cool stuff sent from them. But with that said, we're going to get right into that, and I'm going to ask you all to smash the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and it would just mean the world to me. We're gunning for 25,000 subs, so everything would help. But with that said, let's get right on into it. So the first minifigure I actually would like to cover is Gar Saxon. Now, a minor fix you could give to him is switching out his blaster. Obviously, all custom blasters are always better, and he has the longer Mandalorian sniper type rifle, and this was the closest one I personally had. I think there might be another version out there, but I thought that just worked well proportionally for his character and overall feel. Now, another great thing you could do is Firestar Toys has these fantastic arm printings, and I'll actually have to put them on him, so that way they focus well, but let me do that now. So here they are. As you can see, they are a great detail that just adds on him. I'm really kind of disappointed LEGO didn't even give him arm printing. They gave Boba Fett arm printing, and they gave Mando arm printing. I feel like it would have worked really good on Gar Saxon, so I don't know why. But either way, it's really cheap on Firestar. It's like $2 or something, like nothing crazy. And yeah, so another thing that's great about Gar Saxon is he came with a face print. But unlike Bo-Katan, who did come with hair, he didn't, which is really unfortunate. So I am actually taking this hair. This is a hair I believe used for Tal Merrick, a pilot, and it's also been used on their Cobb Vanth at Firestar Toys, and, you know, I've seen it used on Luke Skywalker before, but, you know, I thought this hair kind of worked the best. I couldn't find a great hair because he's more blonde, so if this came in a, like, more blonde color, I think that would work as well, and, you know, it doesn't fit. His eyebrow colors, I feel like, aren't entirely accurate, but I feel like either way it works, and it's nice to give him at least something instead of just being bald, and you know, I think overall it gives this whole figure a great looking fit, and I just think really nice job, and you know, he could still have like the jetpack. You'd also get custom ones of that too. It's all, they have custom stuff for all that, but I think this kind of just looks the best in my opinion. Next up is a quickie. It's the Mando Loyalists. Now, the obvious big one here is the arms. Firestar has arms for him, too. They are these arms. Let's put those on. So here he is. I haven't equipped him with his blaster yet, because we'll get to that in a second. But first off, the arm printing on him looks surprisingly good. I mean, look at that feel. That just feels so much better than just the plain arms. Like, the amount of, you know, real justice that the arm printing does for these figures is kind of insane. And this is pretty much, I'm sure, what LEGO would do with it if they made him. Now, there are two ways you could go with weapons. You could do the same one you gave Gar Saxon, which works and would probably be more accurate, or you could do something cooler. Now, I was thinking something along the lines of this. I'm not entirely sure where this is from. I'm pretty sure it's not Clone Customs, but it looks like a Mandalorian weapon, which is why I am choosing it. And it works really well, and I just like it overall, and I just think, you know, hey, why not? That looks really cool. And he's rocking and rocking. Look at that. But yeah, I think that just looks great. And yeah, that's just a minor fix you could give that guy. Now let's move into, obviously, the big one, Bo-Katan. Now, obviously, this is our first LEGO Bo-Katan, and let's just do some basic fixes. First off, get rid of these. They are unnecessary. Don't even worry about them. Arm printing. Firestar, again, has some great arm printing. Let's put those on right now. Okay, arm printing's there. So, obviously, this looks great. You get all the little buttons. You get the little white, you know, symbol. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I think it's like the Mandalorian symbol. I'm not 100% sure. And again, a big thing I kind of, you know, am somewhat, you know, weird with is the helmet. It just feels kind of off. Maybe it's just me. So let me just for a second. This is a custom helmet you could get that works as well. You don't have to use it, but, you know, that's just a suggestion. Again, here's the face print, which I think they nailed with the headband and everything. Let's just focus in on that. That looks good. The hair, I feel like, is a little weird, and I've tried some other things that look better, but, you I think this is probably most accurate for the character. Another fun thing you could do is actually add arm braces. Now, I don't know if you guys can see these. They're so incredibly tiny. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to try popping these on her, and they're really cool too. Now, these are a bit more up to personal preference. I am not the biggest fan of these, but they are something you certainly could do. I wouldn't say you have to do these, because they do feel like they pop off a bit, and there's only so much you could do with those types of things. But for the instance of this, I'm probably going to take them off. Now, next up for Bo-Katan here is the weapons. So there are a few you could do here. If you want to be accurate to the Siege of Mandalore, you could get these 2 silver pistols. I actually got these off of the, I believe, Sabine minifigure. Maybe I got them off Bo-Katan. I don't entirely remember. But either way, these are obviously great. It's weird. My arms are on a little loose, and I'm not 100% sure why. At least this arm. Which is weird. Maybe the torso is all busted up. But obviously this looks great. I love this. Just fantastic addition. They feel smaller and more accurate to the accurate ones, or the other ones. And then the other thing you could obviously do is have her dark saber, which I feel is great. You could again get this on Firestar. It also comes with Moff Gideon, so if you want to cop that figure too, maybe that's a good idea. But obviously this looks just great all around, and I'm really, really happy with how that looks. Now, I think it is a good time to probably take a look at the set and talk about some customizations you could do. Now, here is the first complaint that I feel like should have been the easiest fix, but also I understand why. So basically, you will notice when this ship it should be sitting like this, not this. It is leaning down. Now, the reason that this is like this, and a lot of people have asked, so I will answer that here. The reason that this is like this is so that way this could actually spin around, because it couldn't spin around if it had like a two studs under there. Now, say you still want to do that, and you're going to be displaying it while in its landed position like it is right now, and obviously that is leaning downwards right there. What you're going to want to do is just stack up 2 dark gray bricks like these, and then all you have to do is put them on this landing gear, and then like so, you also can just land it right like that, and it's perfect. And this will actually help with our next little adventure in terms of building, and it also just, levels it out more. There's also another technique I've seen, and I'll try to show that here. You could also build this little contraption out of whatever pieces these are, and you could just place them on the bottom of the ship using some basic studding techniques, and that will also kind of hold it up if you happen to have those pieces. Not sure what they are, but, it holds it up. Now, one of the big complaints I and many others have with this particular set is the back wings. You get to see all those studs when you fold it out. Obviously, that shows up. Now, this tip is completely for display purposes, because obviously this wouldn't work if you modded it this way. But what you're first going to want to do is pull these out of their sockets. So first you're going to pull out this wing. It was pretty simple. You saw how I did that there. Then you just want to simply firmly grasp it and keep those pieces in there. And then all you really have to do is just switch it around like this. You'd switch that around, and this was a tip courtesy of a guy named ND Brix, I believe. If that's not it, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm just checking over at my notes. And then like that, it actually works. All you have to do is flip that around again. And if you want to display it on a shelf, I think that works out really, really well. And obviously you have to do that tip I said from before for this to work. Now, if you do want to put it down, I guess you could do this, and it would look a little awkward. Obviously not great, but I think it looks fine, honestly. And I'm pretty sure you could do something funny with it. I don't really know. Like you could do this, and you could actually unironically do it upside down this way. You could kind of do that, which kind of works, I guess. Not really, but still. Now, the next thing is a huge thing, and it is this ginormous gap in here. That just looks beyond silly. So a way to fix this, I'm going to borrow these 2 pieces over here. And a way to fix this is pretty simple. You just stack these 2 bricks up here, and then just place this down like so, and this goes for both sides. And it's kind of covers it up a little better. I've seen some better solutions. Obviously, this is better than it previously was. You don't see the giant gap as much unless you're looking at it from up top. But that certainly does work a little better in terms of all of that. It's just, obviously more our room. But there are possible. I've tried finding one, and I haven't found a serious one. I figured that one was the simplest one you could do. Just take those 2 1x2 plates. And it doesn't really matter the color. And I thought that kind of worked. You guys could tell me if you guys think that works, because I want to know. Now next I want to talk about displayability with this set. And displayability is tough with this one, because if you have it up like this, you see all the ugly side, unless you did my tip from earlier, which actually works really well. And if you lay it like this, you won't be able to really see it well on a shelf. Now obviously this is where my guys over at iDisplay come in. This is a great stand. It works with most stands probably. You're going to want to use a smaller one, and have the 2 studs on the center side, because that works the best. Now, it's a little finicky, so you're going to have to be pretty careful with it. But basically, what I like to do personally is line it up down here with these 4 studs, these right here. And then all you have to do is line it up and push it in. And you could even do that beforehand. And I think that is a much better way to display. Now, you could also lean it like this. This is how I personally display it in nearly every single one of my videos. And then I guess if you want, you could spin it this way, which also works if you're like having it in a dogfight or something. And again, you could also have it like this, which looks really good. And I think is great for shelf displayability. And it also just really helps in terms of, showcasing all of the set's gorgeous features. And, I think it looks kind of great, just as it is. It looks really kind of nice. Now, obviously, this set has become pretty great, but another great addition you could do this is just spending the extra $20 and getting the Duel on Mandalore set. Obviously, this one is great because it comes with Darth Maul minifigure, which was obviously pretty prominent on the Duel on Mandalore. So that's a set for $20 only. And he could go alongside Saxon, and you could also have Ahsoka go alongside Bo-Katan. And obviously, I think this makes for a pretty great minifigure selection. I mean, just look at that. It's great to see Gar Saxon together with Maul and all of that. It's also great to see Ahsoka with Bo-Katan and her little blue Mandalorian. Obviously, another decent add-on set would be the AAT, which does come with a 332nd Trooper. But personally, I'm still going to wait to see if they do a 332nd Battle Pack, which looks less and less likely by the day. And again, another one that's good for this one is especially the Power Force Battle Pack. So like, if you want to do like some sort of value pack, which I would have loved to see Lego do, but like the Mandalorian Starfighter, the Duel on Mandalore, which I have a feeling will probably be going on sale this Black Friday, and the Power Force Battle Pack. That would just be perfect. With that said, this is my guide on how to fix your Mandalorian Starfighter. Now, tell me if you guys used any of the tips below, and if you appreciate any, and if you also have any for your own sets that you've used. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone's done the fix with the landing gear, and I hope you do if you have not already. And I've seen some other cool fixes on YouTube, so I'd recommend you guys check out other channels on this one, and I want to thank you guys all for watching again. Again, that minifigure selection, my gosh, it's so nice to see. We're just missing, see that gap right there? There needs to be a Captain Rex right there. Then this would be like the perfect sets. But if there isn't, so we have to wait on one, maybe a blue Y-Wing. But that's it. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Remember to peace out, stay awesome, subscribe, have a great day.